Give me a minute and let's talk about Antony Blinken saying the same thing for the third time. And what that was is that in response to the question, can the Ukrainians use American weapons on Russian soil? He said, it's up to the Ukrainians. Now, this is bullshit, of course, because U.S. foreign policy has very clearly hindered the Ukrainians and said, if you use the weapons on Russian soil, sure, it's your war, you can use the weapons, but if you use them on Russian soil, there won't be any more. This micromanagement of the war on behalf of the Ukrainians is bad policy for the United States. And the shining example of this is the Kharkiv offensive. The Ukrainians had to sit there and watch the Russians build up 32,000 troops just across the border, all of their weapons and machines, and could not call in HIMARS, could not call in ATACMS. They had to wait for them to cross the border and then engage them in street-to-street urban combat in Vovchansk. It's insanity. Now, could Secretary Blinken be signaling that a change in U.S. policy is coming, as this is the third time he's made this statement? Although the second to last time he said this, the next day Lloyd Austin was all over the news saying, no, there's been no change to policy, can't use our weapons in Russia. So could he be signaling a change to U.S. foreign policy? He could be. At this time, the House Intelligence Committee, the Senate Foreign Affairs Committee, Mike Johnson, and reportedly Antony Blinken, as reported by the New York Times, has said that we should change this policy, and we should. France, Germany, Sweden, Canada have all signed off, as well as another 9 nations or so, have all signed off on letting the Ukrainians prosecute this war as they see fit. And we should too. We should trust Ukraine. It is worth noting that not everybody is on board with this. Just today, the Italians refused to give that kind of green light to Ukraine. And they're not the only ones. So there is a battle right now in the West. Do we have the courage of our convictions? Will we support our allies with what they need to do at this critical time and draw the line in the sand here and say, this far, no farther? It's not, you cannot behave this way in a modern world. The evil that the Russians have visited upon the Ukrainians will take generations to heal. And if we don't stop them here, they will perpetrate it across the globe. Make no mistake.